to episode 4 of Ask a Therapist. I'm Dr. Joseph Randolph Bowers. Great to see you again. In episode 4, we're going to follow up on some of the questions that are coming from our existing sessions. And the first was dealing with intellectual disability. Then we looked at intellectual ability. The third episode looked at stress in the workplace. Today we're going to discuss this interesting question that's kind of evolved as well. What does ability mean more generally, and specifically to our name, our company name, Ability Therapy Specialists? Okay, well, ability, from our point of view, in the name of our counseling service, is a very broad term. You know, ability nowadays seems to be associated with disability. We find this very curious and kind of strange, but this is part of the cultural development around these words. At the same time, we decided to use the name Ability Therapy because ability is something that's universal to everyone, to all people, and it's involved in my life and the life of my colleagues who work with ability therapy specialists or colleagues in the community. It's involved in the most gifted and talented individuals that exist within our community. It's involved with people that have disabilities specifically and defined such as, but we're part of the movement really of Don't Diss My Ability. And because of that, and because of a broader philosophy, we're bringing a new discussion, a new narrative to this field. And we're asking people to think about ability as part of who we are, part of everything that we do and that we don't do, part of our strengths and our weaknesses as human beings, and coming to terms with that is central to this field of therapy, of counseling and psychotherapy, of life coaching, of spirituality and self-development. It's part of clinical Ericksonian hypnotherapy. It's part of our work with people with profound disabilities or moderate disabilities or mild disabilities, and it's part of our work with everybody else within the spectrum of human experiences. We may at times focus in on, say, issues of mental health, for example, depression or stress or anxiety, or even chronic mental health sort of concerns, chronic meaning ongoing and troublesome issues that people deal with in their life. And, you know, they may extend to the more profound end of mental illness. But in all of these situations, ability means for us that every person has strengths and capacities. Every person has skills. Every person, regardless of these definitions and these areas of focus or labels, every person has capacities and strengths and abilities. And we celebrate that in our work with a very wide range of people that we work with. So what does ability mean? What does ability mean to you? Is ability associated with disability? I don't know. It seems to me that before you can look at disability, you should look at the biggest part of the word. The largest part of the word looks at ability. So it's a positive, person-centered, strength-based, affirming, empowering, and pretty meaningful kind of word, ability. Everybody has ability, and that's what we celebrate. Thank you for your questions. Keep them coming to us. They're fascinating, and I just wish we had more time to answer more questions. But over Over time, these videos hopefully will stock up a bit of a library, and we'll have lots of different topics and discussions. Thank you for sending in your questions. We look forward to hearing from you. For a good day.